How to choose the right SD-WAN solution. SD-WAN is no longer a luxury. It's a foundation to secure, scalable, and cloud-first networking. But with so many vendors and features, how do you choose the right one? Let's break it down. To set the stage, here's how Gartner defines SD-WAN and why it matters. So Gartner says that SD-WAN is functionality used primarily to connect branch locations to other enterprise or cloud locations. So in simple terms, it's a smarter, more secure, and more flexible way to connect your offices, cloud, and data centers without the cost and rigidity of traditional MPLS connections. So here's the latest SD-WAN Magic Quadrant from Gartner. So you have the leaders. You recognize names like HPE, Aruba, Cisco, VMware, Fortinet, Versa, and Palo Alto. But what sets them apart? Let's get into that. So Gartner identifies 6 mandatory features that define any enterprise-grade SD-WAN. Let's take a quick look at each, what it is, and why it matters. So these six features define whether a solution is truly enterprise-ready, and let me walk you through them briefly and how they translate to real-world examples. So first, it's replacing branch routers. So you're not just adding SD-WAN, you're replacing legacy routers with smarter multifunction devices. And the example here is instead of a legacy Cisco router, you use an SD-WAN appliance that routes, secures, and optimizes traffic. The second mandatory feature here is application-aware dynamic path selection. So this is where you auto-select the best network path for traffic based on app type, priority, and performance. An example here would be Zoom traffic getting routed over the fastest path, where YouTube is sent to a lower priority connection. So the third mandatory functionality here is virtual private network, VPN. So this is an encrypted tunnel over the internet to keep your traffic secure. And an example here would be a sales office in Riyadh securely connecting to the HQ in Dubai using a VPN tunnel created by the SD-WAN appliance. The fourth functionality here is orchestration. And here are different capabilities here to push policies, to auto-configure new devices, and get visibility all from a single dashboard. An example here is where an IT admin pushes a security policy to 50 branches instantly with a single click. The fifth functionality is the form factor for branch, data center, and cloud. And here, whether it's a branch, data center, cloud, the same software should run where you need it. An example here would be a VM running SD-WAN in AWS for cloud workloads, while physical appliances will handle traffic in branch office sites. And the sixth and last mandatory functionality is data science integration. So this is where we're using AI and ML built in to detect anomalies and optimize traffic. And an example here would be the SD-WAN appliance or software that detects recurring video called jitter and automatically reroutes Zoom traffic to a more stable link. So beyond the basics, leading vendors add security, integration, and performance intelligence. And these features give you SD-WAN real-world impact. So not only with the mandatory functionalities, but there are also common functionalities for differentiation here. I'm going to list some of them here. Integrated layer 4 firewall, intrusion detection, intrusion prevention, URL content filtering, anti-malware. So these are like built-in security tools to protect traffic at the edge. An example here would be software that blocks a phishing site and detects a scan attempt on a port at your branch. There's also like advanced on-premises security with layer 7 DLP. And these are like deep inspection technologies to ensure no sensitive data leaks out. An example here would be blocking a file upload with sensitive keywords. Orchestration and cloud integration with Cloud On-Ramp. And this is the easiness to connect your apps directly to Azure or AWS nodes. An example here would be auto rerouting Office 365 traffic directly to Microsoft Edge nodes. Obviously, API support is very important these days for automation and system integration through APIs, where you could automatically adjust bandwidth policy when the Zoom meeting starts, for example. Service chaining capabilities that let you route traffic through tools like Zscaler or internal firewalls. Uh, and last but not the least, app performance optimization. So here are different functionalities to ensure app reliability with techniques like FEC, packet duplication. The example here is these technologies will ensure that Zoom and Teams go through a smooth experience, even during a link instability challenge. So now let's break down the leaders from the Gartner Magic Quadrant. So you have Fortinet, Cisco, VMware, HPE, Aruba, Versa Networks, and Palo Alto. So these vendors compete and offer several capabilities. Some of them would be adapted to your needs. Some of them would not be needed. But essentially, a vendor like Fortinet has different strengths related to the market adoption with 40 plus thousand customers, competitive pricing and extensive channel, and a strategy that includes Gen AI, machine learning, and DM enhancements. But the weaknesses here are limited capabilities for large and complex WAN and restricted SSE integrations that reduce SASE flexibility. So in a nutshell, Fortinet is feature-rich and flexible, but there is some catch-up needed in terms of innovation to get Fortinet to the next level. With Cisco, they have a very strong SD-WAN installed base. They have a roadmap that's aligned with AI, security, and interaction, very good brand visibility, but the weaknesses are lagging customer experience and lack of vertical specific solutions. So Cisco is a powerful solution, but it has high pricing and there's product confusion that might slow you down with Cisco. With VMware, they have a broad and mature SD-WAN capabilities. They have competitive pricing with strong service provider traction. But the weaknesses here are that they have lower than average investment in SD-WAN. They're catching up on innovation rather than leading in this space. And they have below average customer experience and post-acquisition concerns with Broadcom. So VMware is a mature product with service provider traction, but a lot of customers are reporting several issues. HPE Aruba, very strong SD-WAN features, performance optimization, and a partner-integrated security. Very notable investments in AI. The weaknesses here are some reports of customer experience challenges and some product overlaps. So HPE has a great adoption and is feature-rich, but all of this comes at a price. With Versa, they have a fully featured SD-WAN, flexible deployment, strength in terms of security, advanced roadmap with AI networking and sovereign SASE and multi-cloud. The weaknesses here are high pricing, dual product offering that confuse buyers, and limited vertical focus. So Versa, they have a solid install base, future-focused roadmap, but they lack in terms of the vertical expertise. And last but not the least, so Palo Alto, excellent understanding of future trends with single vendor SASE, for example, high responsiveness to market shifts, but they have high pricing, which is a barrier to broader adoption, below than average customer ratings, and confusion with their dual pricing model. So strong vision with Palo Alto, but pricing and vertical focus could be limiting factors here. So finally, here's your SD-WAN evaluation checklist. Ask these questions as you evaluate vendors. First one would be the architecture. Do you want physical or virtual appliances? Do you need it to be cloud managed or non-prem orchestration? Integration, built-in next-generation firewall, SSE support? Do you need a dual vendor or single vendor SASE? The cloud strategy, do you need cloud integration with hyperscalers, native cloud on-ramp, management UX? So is everything managed from a single pane of glass, or do you have to go through several tools to make it happen? Is it AI powered in terms of troubleshooting? Routing and traffic control, does it have app steering, path resiliency? Does it support complex WAN topologies? And then scalability. So can it handle hundreds or thousands of sites or scale globally? So this will all depend on your specific uh, infrastructure and your specific use case. And then partner ecosystem. Does it have a CapEx or an OpEx model? Is the licensing simple? And last but not the least, support in terms of quality, peer insights, and easy onboarding and upgrade. So choosing the right SD-WAN can really future-proof your business from performance to security to cloud readiness. So if you're evaluating vendors and want help in making the right call, reach out. I'd love to help you navigate the SD-WAN landscape.